selamat sore. Terima kasih buat Kak Simon, Kak Yain, dan Kak Sarah yang sudah hadir di seminar online kali ini. Selamat datang.
Terima kasih. Happy to be here.
Dan terima kasih juga buat para peserta yang sudah hadir di seminar online kali ini. Dan nanti saya akan memakai bahasa Indonesia dan Kak Amel akan mentranslate ke bahasa Inggris. Boleh ditranslate dulu Kak, yang tadi barusan.
Okay, welcome to Ian, Simon, and Sarah to this amazing seminar. And we are pleased to have you guys here as a speaker. And before we start, we are going to sing the national anthem of Indonesia. So maybe if you guys know about it, maybe we can sing together. Okay.
Oke, habis ini kita akan langsung menyanyikan lagu Indonesia Raya, tetapi kepada seluruh pembicara dan peserta tidak boleh menghidupkan suara, hanya satu orang saja yang hanya menghidupkan suara. Kepada Bian, saya persilakan waktu dan tempat untuk menyanyikan lagu Indonesia Raya.
Indonesia tanah airku, tanah tumpah darahku. Di sanalah ku berdiri, jadi pandu ibuku. Indonesia kebangsaanku, bangsa dan tanah airku. Marilah kita bersatu, Indonesia bersatu. Hiduplah tanahku, hiduplah negeriku, bangsaku, rakyatku semuanya. Bangunlah jiwanya, bangunlah badannya, untuk Indonesia Raya. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, tanahku, negeriku yang ku cinta. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, tanahku, negeriku yang ku cinta. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya.
Oke, baik. Terima kasih Bian yang sudah menyanyikan lagu Indonesia Raya. Selanjutnya acara akan dimulai dengan sesi tanya jawab.
Oke.
Oke, buat mengingatkan kembali buat para peserta untuk tidak menghidupkan suara dan boleh menghidupkan kamera. Oke, kali ini saya akan berbicara dengan latar belakang acara ini. Yang pertama adalah acara ini dibuat oleh konten kreator yang bernama Dua Laki Channel, dan terima kasih juga buat para peserta yang sudah daftar dan hadir di dalam seminar kali ini.
Okay, thanks for all participants who are joining us today. And it's a seminar conducted by the Dual Lucky Channel. He's a content creator. And we have Karis and Usia as the founder and co-founder of Dual Lucky Channel.
Oke, selanjutnya kita akan langsung memulai pertanyaan dengan ketiga pembicara. Saya sapa dulu, ada Kak Simon. Halo Kak Simon, apa kabar? Selamat sore waktu Indonesia bagian Barat.
Amel.
Oke, Kak Yain, boleh translate ke bahasa Inggris, Kak Yain?
He says, welcome to the chat and welcome.
Oke, untuk Kak Yain.
Maaf ya.
Oke, untuk Kak Yain, selamat sore waktu Indonesia bagian Barat. Apa kabar Kak Yain?
I'm good. Kabar baik. Thank you very much for having me.
Oke, untuk Kak Sarah, Felila, halo apa kabar Kak? Selamat sore waktu Indonesia bagian Barat Kak.
Hi, Sarah. How are you? How's it going?
Sarah, you don't have sound.
Okay, now can
Yeah.
you hear me?
It's clear. Mhm.
Okay, I'm good. I'm happy to join you guys. So, yeah.
Oke, baik. Terima kasih buat ketiga pembicara yang sudah hadir. Oke, saya akan langsung bertanya kepada Kak Simon. Halo Kak Simon.
Hello, hello. Hey everyone.
Halo.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Oke, bagaimana Kak selama berteman dengan orang Indonesia, khususnya Kak Amel? Karena kan saya dengar bahwa Kak Amel berteman dengan Kak Simon. Bagaimana pertemanan dengan Kak Simon dengan Kak Amel selama ini? Boleh diceritakan Kak?
Mhm. Okay, Karis is saying that how's it going between your friendship with Amel, with Indonesian friend? How is it,
One more-
Simon? Mhm.
One more time?
Yes. So Karis was asking about how is your friendship between yourself and Indonesian friend, especially
it's
Amel.
very good.
Yes.
It's very good. It's a friendship of mutual respect and mutual jokes. So it's very good. Amel has been a great representative for the Indonesian people.
Oke, katanya bagus sekali pertemanannya dan katanya Amel salah satu orang yang baik untuk merepresentasikan Indonesia, pertemanan Indonesia di luar sana.
Dan bagaimana kesan buat Kak Simon sendiri berteman dengan orang Indonesia? Apakah ada kesan yang paling menarik buat Kak Simon sendiri?
What is the most interesting thing when you befriend with Indonesian friends?
I think for you and me, it was your cultural background that really was a big step in building our friendship. I was very curious about the different type of cultures in Indonesia, not only Indonesian culture, but also all the subcultures within Indonesia. So, so that had a big influence.
Oke, katanya lumayan bagus. Banyak sekali budaya-budaya yang juga dipelajari selama menjalin pertemanan dengan teman-teman Indonesia.
Dan bagaimana untuk karakter orang Indonesia sendiri, Kak Simon? Apakah orang Indonesia cukup baik atau bagaimana?
Okay, so Simon, in your opinion, what are the characters of Indonesian that you first time met them, and what do you think about Indonesian characters?
So I think some of the biggest characteristics are very open and kind people with big friendliness, very humble but still able to chat back and forward and make fun and a good people with good sense of humor and very kind and helpful people.
Oke, katanya suka menolong, juga sangat terbuka dan sangat ramah. Dan sejauh ini sangat baik.
Boleh diceritakan Kak Simon tentang pertolongan apa yang sudah diberikan khususnya untuk Kak Amel sendiri kepada Kak Simon, dan mungkin apa budaya yang sangat berbeda dari negara Denmark untuk Indonesia sendiri?
Okay, so what is the difference character that you've learned when you first time get along with the Indonesian friends in terms of helping others? And maybe the example, maybe when you help me in Malaysia, something like that.
Yeah, I remember with you actually. Our first encounter of help was when we were going to like the mamag, right? They all know what a mamag is, so I guess you told me that the prices were kind of lower than what I paid for whatever they were asking. So I remember you helped me a lot in the beginning with the mamag, and in general I noticed every time in the office when we were working together, when someone was asking for help, you were among the ones that always went forward to help and do stuff. And I think that's very general for Indonesian people. According to my experience, they always help out, and you know, they're good at team working and like helping each other out. Very good collective culture.
Oke, thank you. So, pertama kali waktu itu ditolong pas lagi dia pertama kali makan di Mamak. Jadi pas dia makan di Mamak seperti warung India, warung kecil, dia nggak tahu tentang harganya kayak gitu, dan banyak dibantu juga katanya dengan saya untuk kasih tahu harganya. Dan waktu itu memang ada sedikit masalah karena yang dia bayar itu karena sangat murah sekali, jadi dia sampai heran begitu. Dan yang kedua, waktu di tempat kerja, orang Indonesia cukup kooperatif dan juga bisa diajak kerjasama, selalu membantu, dan salah satu contoh yang baik.
Halo.
Oke, yes.
Oke, mohon maaf karena gangguan sinyal. Untuk Kak Simon sendiri belum pernah ke Indonesia ya? Apakah ada keinginan?
Alright.
Apakah ada keinginan untuk pergi ke Indonesia?
So Simon, you haven't been to Indonesia, right? And would you like to visit?
Unfortunately, not yet.
Would you like to visit Indonesia someday?
Yes, once Corona is over, I'm heading straight there. Don't worry.
Oke, Simon pengen sekali ke Indonesia kalau Corona sudah berakhir, katanya.
Dan tempat mana saja yang ingin dikunjungi untuk ke Indonesia sendiri?
What are tourist attractions would you like to visit when you visiting Indonesia?
Toraja.
Toraja katanya.
Toraja, yeah, Toraja.
Okay.
This is my first place wish list. Toraja, and then I guess of course Yogyakarta, and some of all the islands for beach, you know, just for vacation and relax, for luxurious stay. I want to go to like Bali and all the across island.
Oke, dan yang kedua adalah Yogyakarta dan juga beberapa pulau-pulau yang ya hanya untuk menikmati pantainya, gitu. Okay, I think Karis is having a problem.
There's lots of great islands at the bottom of South Sulawesi near Toraja too. So you can go straight from Toraja to the beautiful islands, and yeah.
Oh, that's amazing! Then you don't even have to travel that far.
Actually, you do a bit, yeah.
Oh,
how long is the bus ride, Amel? It's like 9 hours.
Wow.
Yes, 9 hours. Yeah, but we do have the airport right now, so you don't have to travel for 8 hours anymore.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Okay.
Well, straight to Toraja. Cool.
Yes. Jadi Toraja sekarang sudah ada airport, so you don't have to travel from Makassar to Toraja for 9 hours. Well, I think Karis is having a problem with the connection. Okay, hello. Okay.
Mohon maaf sekali lagi karena di Indonesia lagi hujan, khususnya di daerah Purwokerto.
Yeah, so we are having an internet connection problem when we have the rain season. So it's happened a lot in Indonesia. I don't know in your country. I think everything is great.
Oke, lanjut ke pertanyaan selanjutnya. Bagaimana tanggapan negara Denmark sendiri tentang Indonesia, dan mungkin bagaimana pemerintahan Denmark sendiri melihat Indonesia sendiri bagaimana?
Okay, so in your country, the government, I think everything is great over there in terms of the infrastructure and everything else, the health, education. So how does your government, or maybe you yourself as a Danish, see the Indonesia compare the two countries in terms of the construction and the education, health, so on? What's your opinion about that?
Of course, it's two very different countries. You know, first of all, the geographical placement of the countries, where Denmark is in EU, so they follow like the whole region. It's like regional progress that's happened in Europe. And I guess the same thing is kind of happening in Indonesia now, where Southeast Asia
Yes.
is a place in the world that's really progressing forward at the moment. Where in Asia, maybe China, Japan, Korea, they had all like established themselves like as good nations. And now I think like Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam, Thailand, countries like this, these are the next in line to really progress. So in my opinion, it's very exciting times for Southeast Asian countries.
Oke, jadi memang banyak negara seperti Korea dan beberapa yang lain memang sudah bagus begitu. Tapi katanya Indonesia dan beberapa negara di Asia Tenggara juga sedang progres untuk menjadi negara yang berkembang seperti negara Denmark.
Dan apakah ada keluarga yang tinggal di Indonesia, keluarganya Kak Simon sendiri?
Do you have any family members who are living in Indonesia?
Not yet.
Not yet. So you're going to be the first one.
Potentially, yeah.
Oke,
Never
nggak
say
ada.
never.
Oke.
Seberapa kagum Kak Simon dengan Indonesia sendiri? Mungkin sekagum apa dengan misalnya makanannya, mungkin daerah wisatanya? Boleh diceritakan Kak, sekagum apa dengan Indonesia?
Okay, so how excited you are about Indonesia in terms of the food, the culture, the people, then the attractions?
Very much. Actually, right now I have like a trainer for my sport, and he's Danish. He's 100% Danish, but his wife or ex-wife was Indonesian from Bali. So he has a son. He has a kid with this Indonesian lady that's always with him. And me and him, we talk a lot about Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Malaysia, place like this. And he has really like opened my eyes for how many how many things there is to explore in Indonesia, and how much to see, and how great people the Indonesians are.
Oke, wow. Jadi Simon punya ada trainer olahraga begitu. Nah, mantan Indonesia. Oke, mantan istrinya adalah orang Indonesia yang tinggal di Bali dan mereka punya satu anak. Dan mereka cerita banyak tentang Indonesia juga. Jadi itulah kenapa Simon pengen ke Indonesia suatu saat.
Dan pastinya untuk Kak Simon sendiri agak sulit untuk bergaul dengan orang Indonesia, mungkin karena dari faktor bahasa juga dan mungkin faktor budaya. Nah, boleh diceritakan nggak sih Kak Simon kesulitan apa yang didapat ketika bergaul dengan orang Indonesia?
Okay, so when you started getting along with the Indonesian friends, what was the challenge, the most challenging things that you had faced before? Maybe in terms of language and anything else?
No, language, it's no issue. Even with the broken English, I don't speak 100% fluent English either. So I guess like energy is like what matters the most. So broken English can be excused in terms of like energy and body language, and like we get along. But the most I had to be careful for was my two Indonesian friends stealing my food.
Oke, so katanya nggak ada masalah tentang kalau bahasa. Jadi walaupun kita pakai bahasa Inggris yang jelek banget juga nggak apa-apa, karena kita bisa pakai body language dan kita bisa berteman dengan orang lain. Tapi katanya yang paling challenging waktu itu katanya karena dia punya teman orang Indonesia, yaitu saya dan ada satu lagi. Nah, jadi waktu itu katanya kita mencuri makanan dia. Jadi kata dia harus hati-hati, karena kadang-kadang dia nggak tahu kalau itu adalah bercanda.
Oke, Kak Simon, terima kasih atas jawabannya. Saya akan langsung bertanya kepada Kak Yain. Halo, Kak Yain.
Hello.
So, thank you, Simon.
Welcome.
Oke, Kak Yain ini sebelumnya pernah ke Indonesia. Nah, Kak, boleh ceritakan nggak tempat mana?
Oh.
Do I need to translate for you?
I first came to Indonesia about 2 years ago on a art scholarship, and the first place I stayed was in Makassar. So I stayed in Makassar for 3 months, and that was very interesting. After that, I went to Malaysia, where I met Amel and Simon, and then I went back to Indonesia to Surabaya. Anyone from Surabaya in the chat? Oh yeah, and I taught English there for about 1 year before coronavirus hit.
Oke, jadi Ian pertama kali datang ke Indonesia 2 tahun lalu. Dia datang ke Makassar waktu itu untuk dia dapat beasiswa untuk kalau nggak salah adalah tentang budaya gitu. Dan setelah itu dia dapat kerjaan di Malaysia dan setelah itu dia resign dan kemudian kerja di Surabaya untuk kurang lebih 1 tahun. Dan dia mengajar bahasa Inggris di salah satu lembaga penyedia pendidikan, layanan pendidikan yang ada di sana.
Dan bagaimana tanggapan Kak Yain sendiri tentang orang Indonesia? Apakah orang Indonesia cukup ramah atau bagaimana Kak selama berkunjung ke Indonesia?
Okay, so what's your opinion about Indonesian people? Are they friendly enough to you?
They're too friendly. They need to stop. Yeah, extremely friendly. Even in a big city like Surabaya, I would walk around and people would stop and ask me, you know, how are you? Where are you going? You know, apa kabar? Kemana? You know, it was great, so friendly.
Oke, katanya terlalu baik, lebih dari itu ya. Jadi sangat terlalu baik. Kadang-kadang katanya di Surabaya kalau dia lagi jalan, oh apa kabar? Mau kemana? Gitu ya. Jadi katanya terlalu friendly.
Dan apakah ada perbedaan dengan negara New Zealand sendiri dengan Indonesia? Mungkin penduduknya, masyarakat yang ada di sana, ada nggak perbedaan?
So, what is the difference between the people in New Zealand and people in Indonesia, in your opinion?
People in New Zealand are very quiet compared to Indonesians. Indonesians like to make a lot of noise and talk a lot, you know, a lot of bahasa basi, and so yeah. Also talking to strangers. I don't know if you experienced this, Simon, but like and maybe in our countries,
it's unheard of.
Yeah, if you see someone on a train or a bus, you don't stop and talk to them. It's, you know, it's very strange. So yeah, that was a very unique difference about our countries. Yeah.
Oke, katanya kalau orang New Zealand lebih banyak diam, jarang sekali seperti orang Indonesia banyak ngomongnya. Jadi kita banyak ngomong, walaupun yang paling ekstrim itu kayak seperti kereta atau transportasi umum, kadang kita nggak ngobrol dengan orang itu di negara mereka. Tapi Indonesia, orang Indonesia akan suka ngajak ngobrol di kereta begitu.
Dan bagaimana tanggapan Kak Yain sendiri tentang lingkungan pekerjaan yang ada di Indonesia?
Okay, and what's your opinion about the workplace in Indonesia as you experience in Surabaya?
So much food in the workplace. I think I don't know if Sarah was at Seoul's as well. Were you at Seoul's, yes. Sarah? Oh yeah, and there was always sweet food. Like 100% of the time. And so it was like that every week. Someone was bringing in a cake, or someone was bringing in some sort of lemper, or you know, something like that. And also there would be so many speeches. At every sort of meeting, someone would have to stand up and everyone would take turns speaking for a really long time. So that was difficult to get used to at first. But I've gotten better at giving speeches out of the blue now, so I'm grateful for Indonesia for that.
Oke, wow. Katanya waktu di Malaysia setiap rapat kayak gitu, semua orang itu harus kasih opini begitu, harus menjawab, harus kasih masukan, harus ngasih laporan begitu, dan itu lumayan membosankan dan buang-buang waktu. Jadi waktu dia kerja di Surabaya, ya Indonesia katanya lumayan lebih bagus, lebih better dari waktu itu. Pengalaman dia waktu kerja di salah satu organisasi di Malaysia. Oh, Shakira is here anyway.
Hey Shakira.
Oke.
Dan bagaimana? Apakah pernah mencoba makanan khas Indonesia sendiri, khususnya di Surabaya atau mungkin di Makassar?
Have you ever tried?
Sorry, just buat tentu ya. What did you say?
So, have you ever tried Indonesian food? Maybe in Surabaya or in the other places?
Yes. I mean, my favorite food in Indonesia, next to me, there was a really good satay guy, and he started his like during the day it was a car repair shop, and then at night he changed it to a satay place. And I would go there almost every night to get some nice satay, you know. And the guy came from Madura, so it was like satay Madura, I think. Yeah, that was really good. Yeah.
Oke. Katanya ada suatu tempat dia suka makan sate Madura. Jadi di tempat itu kalau siang itu dia jualan lain, pas malam jualan sate. Jadi kang satenya itu adalah sate orang Madura. Jadi ya dia bilang itu ya sate Madura, dan ya lumayan dia suka ya. Okay, so kamu suka ya sate Madura?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can.
Belut khas too. Belut khas was really good. If you're ever in Surabaya, you should try belut khas. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't tried that one, I think. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. I think Karis is trying to join us again. Hello, Karis. Okay. Okay, well, Ian, so the last one, what do you think of Indonesia in terms of everything? If you heard the word Indonesia, what would you say?
Big, bold state. It's genuinely diverse, very diverse. You know, even in Java, there are so many different cultures, and then when you take everything from Bali to, you know, to Timor to Papua to, you know, North Sumatra, there's so many different kinds of people. Yeah, you could spend your whole life, you know, trying to understand Indonesia. So yeah, it's hard to say it in just one sentence or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Katanya kalau ditanya soal Indonesia, ya Indonesia sangat ragam sekali. Jadi even walaupun di Jawa sendiri beda-beda. Jadi katanya Indonesia di Jawa, di Sumatera, dan semua pulau-pulau yang lain, kalau kita mau mengerti, understand di orang-orangnya, people-nya, mungkin kayak kita akan habiskan seluruh hidup kita untuk mengerti setiap orang-orang yang berbeda di Indonesia.
Oke, kayak dan boleh pertama kali nggak ceritakan harapan-harapan kakak tentang Indonesia sendiri ketika berwisata ke Indonesia? Ada nggak harapan-harapan buat kakak sendiri?
So when you visit Indonesia, especially the tourist attractions, do you have any suggestion in terms of improving the tourist side to be better? Or it's already good?
It's already very good, but I've noticed that every single tourist attraction has the same colored sign. So they all have the same like all the tempat wisata, they all have the same sign on them, and so maybe you could try make different signs. I don't know. Also, I got lost at the top of Mount Bromo,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know if you guys know the Mount Bromo. And the thunderstorm started and we got stuck there, and there was no way, there was no emergency rescue or anything like that. So I was very scared. I was very scared.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, jadi waktu itu kalau untuk tempat wisata sudah bagus di Indonesia, mungkin hanya ada beberapa. Salah satunya ketika Ian waktu itu nyasar di puncak Gunung Bromo, dan di situ dia stuck, dia nggak tahu harus kemana karena nggak ada seperti kayak tempat pertolongan pertama, seperti pos-pos begitu mungkin yang bisa membuat para pengunjung itu lebih merasa nyaman dan aman begitu. Jadi waktu itu dia sangat takut sekali karena kurangnya mungkin tanda-tanda atau tempat-tempat evakuasi kalau ada kesulitan.
Oke. Dari Kak Yain, bagaimana tanggapan New Zealand sendiri Indonesia, Kak?
Oh,
Halo?
sorry. Lagi? What was that?
Diulang lagi, Karis?
New Zealand sendiri tentang boleh dikasih tahu, Kak, negara New Zealand sendiri tanggapannya?
Ya, agak putus-putus.
Halo?
Hello.
Yes, clear.
Oke. Apakah jelas suara saya?
Yes, jelas.
Oke. Bagaimana tentang negara New Zealand sendiri dengan Indonesia? Apakah cukup baik temannya?
Hubungannya ya?
Ya, dan bagaimana negara New Zealand sendiri menanggapi tentang negara Indonesia?
Okay, so what do you think about maybe the government? The same questions what I asked you, Simon. So, what's your opinion about between Indonesia and your country, New Zealand, in terms of the education, maybe, or constructions and everything else? What the difference between the two, and then what do you think about that?
So I think that strangely the roads in New Zealand are sometimes just as bad as Indonesia, which I think you guys can be happy about, that there are developed countries that have similar problems. And however, we have I think one thing that really stood out to me was clean drinking water, like just being able to go to the tap in the bathroom and fill up a cup of water, like that. Things like that are really, I really missed when I was in Indonesia. Also, like public transport. Public transport in Indonesia is, I know that in Jakarta they've just built a new train, but it's so hard to get around Indonesia if you don't have a motorbike, and so that would be a really good thing to have more of in Indonesia. Yeah.
Oke, jadi sama aja. Jadi yang paling ini juga perbedaannya adalah di masalah transportasi umum. Nah, mungkin menurut Ian kalau kita punya motor akan lebih baik buat jalan-jalan, apalagi di kota seperti Jakarta, gitu. Jadi trafiknya sangat jelek, dan juga mungkin transportasi umumnya juga masih belum sebaik apa yang ada di negaranya.
Oke, Kak Yain, terima kasih atas penjelasannya untuk pandangan Kakak terhadap Indonesia sendiri. Oke, saya akan langsung bertanya kepada Kak siapa namanya, Kak?
Sarah.
Oh, Kak Sela. Halo, Kak Sela. Halo, Kak Sela.
Sorry, what?
Halo. Oke, Kak Sela sendiri baru pertama kali ke Indonesia, katanya pernah ke Toraja. Nah, bagaimana Kak melihat Toraja sendiri ketika Kakak berkunjung ke sana?
Okay, so when you first time visited Indonesia, especially Toraja, how was it? How was your first impressions about Toraja in Indonesia so far?
It was really nice, but really surprising. I remember when we took the bus and like they have this blue light and the music really loud. It was like, where am I? Like I'm in a disco, I'm in a bus. I really knew. So it was really interesting when I arrived there, and also especially in Toraja, I saw like a lot of movement in this town. I didn't expect it because like I think I have another idea of Toraja, and then when I really discovered it, it was really nice to see like how things were going there. It was really nice.
Oke, katanya bagus sekali. Dia waktu itu terkejut. Memang waktu itu dia bilang kita lagi di bis dari Makassar ke Toraja. Bisnya itu bis kecil, dan di dalam bis itu musiknya sangat kencang sekali. Lagu-lagu koplo mungkin ya, lagu-lagu seperti itu. Terus banyak lampu-lampu yang warna-warni begitu dalam bis itu, dan itu saya rasa kayak bukan di bis. Dan dia bertanya ini kayak di mana gitu ya. Oke. Okay. Hello, Karis. Okay, I think he's having a trouble with the connection. Well, so
Can I
Sarah,
ask a question,
when you first time,
Sarah? Oh,
okay.
what did you go to see any of the funerals in Toraja?
Yes, part of the funerals. Yes, I did, but not a lot. I was thinking like I will see more, but like since the funerals are so long, like you never like it was really hard to get one like starting. But I saw when they were fighting with the
Buffalo.
I saw
Oh, the
many
buffalo.
parts, but not the whole funeral. But yeah.
Oh, cool. And is Amel's family just as crazy or a bit less?
It was nice. It was really nice.
Oke, jadi Sarah waktu itu datang ke salah satu pesta kematian di Toraja. Itu salah satu yang paling terkenal dan menarik banyak wisatawan di Toraja. Dan kita memang nggak bisa dapat satu kesatuan acara itu dalam satu hari karena dibagi beberapa hari. Dan Sarah waktu itu datang ke dua bagian, yaitu waktu kerbaunya berkelahi, berkelahi dia datang satu kali, dan yang kedua ketika menaikkan jenazah ke atas rumah khusus yang dibuat untuk yang meninggal.
Dan mungkin ada nggak? Oke, dan mungkin ada perbedaan budaya dari Spanyol sendiri dengan Indonesia.
Okay, so Sarah, what is the difference between Indonesia and Spain in terms of the culture?
Okay, so actually I thought it will be more different between Spanish culture and Indonesian culture, but when I arrived there, I was spending their Christmas, and I was like, for me, it's a time that I spend with my family usually, and then I was there in Toraja, and I feel like they were really open to everyone, and I feel like I was in my own family, even though like they just met me, but so it was really nice. Like I didn't have the vision of the lot of difference between the cultures. I expected to see more different things, but no, it wasn't. So it was really nice. Like the thing that surprised me the most is like people can give you their babies to take photos with you, and that is something that I don't think it will happen in Spain.
Oke. Jadi waktu itu memang Sarah ke Toraja dalam rangka ya perayaan Natal karena dia nggak mau balik ke Spanyol, jadi dia ke Toraja aja. Nah, waktu di Toraja dia ngerasa orang-orangnya sangat terbuka. Terus dia merasa seperti keluarga sendiri ketika merayakan Natal bareng-bareng waktu itu. Dan mungkin salah satu lagi adalah kalau di Toraja waktu itu mungkin dia punya pengalaman ada seorang ibu-ibu dia ngasih anaknya buat ngambil gambar dengan Sarah. Dan itu mungkin nggak akan terjadi. Jadi di Spanyol orang sangat ini sekali dengan memberikan anaknya buat anak bayi untuk foto-foto begitu.
Oke, Baik, Kak Sarah, terima kasih. Dan untuk Kak Sarah sendiri, untuk Kak Sarah sendiri, apakah pernah mencoba makanan dari Toraja sendiri?
Okay, so Sarah, did you try the Torajan food, the local dishes over there when you were there?
Yes, of
How
course,
was
I
it?
did. So
What did
it
you
was
try?
really, really good. At the beginning, like, I'm really special with food, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. But then when I was there, it was really, really good. I tried nasi goreng with pork, and then in Malaysia, I wasn't used to eat pork, so it was really nice to have pork visit in Indonesia. And then I also really enjoyed the leaves that you have near your house and that you were
Oh,
cooking. That was really nice.
Oke. Jadi Sarah waktu itu untuk makanan dia suka sekali dan waktu itu karena dia mencoba nasi goreng babi, jadi dia suka sekali itu nasi goreng itu dan juga dia paling suka daun singkong. Jadi daun singkong, the cassava leaves. So that was cassava leaves. And Sarah suka sekali itu karena di sekitar rumah nenek saya waktu itu banyak sekali dan dia suka ngambilin buat dimasak.
Yeah, and also that I really like as well is the tapao. Everyone was giving you food for later. They were like, you can keep it, and it was really surprising for me. Like usually it won't happen.
Oh, bungkus, yes. Jadi juga waktu itu
Yes.
banyak orang kasih dia makanan. Jadi setelah acara-acara, terus seperti budaya Indonesia, kita suka kasih bungkusan gitu, makanan. Bungkus, right, Sarah?
Bungkus.
Nah, kita kasih bungkusan, dibawa pulang, dan menurut dia, wah ini juga bagus, menarik katanya.
Oke, dan Kak Sarah sendiri melihat Indonesia sendiri, apa yang menjadi hal yang menarik buat Indonesia di mata kakak sendiri?
Okay, so Sarah, what is the most interesting thing about Indonesia, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I think the diversity inside the country and like how it's structured, like it's so big. Actually, I didn't know that Indonesia was so big until, of course, I arrived there. And yeah, like how everything is connected. I don't know. I think it's really special country.
Oke, katanya sangat beragam sekali dan dia sampai dia sempat heran kok bisa begitu ya di Indonesia orang-orangnya bisa se-diverse itu dan mereka bisa terhubung satu sama lain.
Oke, dan bagaimana untuk melihat dari segi kehidupan orang Toraja sendiri, mungkin ada nggak sih yang perlu Kak Sarah sendiri lihat, mungkin ada nggak sih yang menarik dari orang Toraja sendiri?
So, talking about Torajan culture, what is the most interesting thing that you discover when you arrive there in terms of the people?
Like, I think the way that they were welcoming you to every family, like it doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter who you are. They just like you already belong there. Once you arrive there, you already belong there, and it's really nice, like how they accept. Because I remember going to different houses with meeting a lot of different people, and they all were so happy to have you, and like they invite you to food, drink, whatever they have, they just give it to you, and it's really, really nice.
Oke, jadi yang paling menarik dari budaya orang Toraja adalah cara mereka menyambut orang baru. Jadi siapapun dia nggak masalah, kita orang siapa, kita dari mana, merasa seperti keluarga sendiri dan dia sangat senang sekali boleh disambut oleh keluarga-keluarga yang ada di Toraja.
Dan terakhir buat Kak Sarah sendiri, apa tempat wisata yang pengen dikunjungi lagi ketika nanti ke Indonesia dan apa yang paling dirindukan ketika kakak selama di Indonesia? Apakah boleh diceritain, Kak?
Okay, so Sarah, if you given a chance to visit Indonesia again someday when the coronavirus is over, so what places would you like to visit?
I think, I don't remember really the name of the place, but when I told everyone that I was going to Bali, I wanted to go, but Corona didn't allow me. everyone was telling me, don't go there. I think this place you will like it more. And it was like a mountain, and then you can see from there many stuff. I think it's Como Island. Can it be?
Bromo.
Komodo?
Yes,
Komodo?
I think so.
Ah,
I think so.
okay.
Everyone was like telling me to go there, like many different people, and I was like, maybe yes, I should do. And I also want to go to Jakarta to try the motorbikes there. I know that Grab is working there with motorbikes, so I wanted to try that. Mhm.
Oke, jadi dia katanya pengen ke Pulau Komodo. Waktu itu memang dia pengen ke Bali sebelum corona, tapi pas udah mau ke Bali, tiba-tiba pandemi terjadi. Terus temannya justru bilang, lah mungkin jangan ke Bali, ke sini aja, ke Pulau Komodo, lebih bagus dari Bali katanya. Nah, terus yang dia pengen kunjungin juga Jakarta, karena di Jakarta kita kan ada Grab motor ya, Grab pakai motor, dan di Malaysia nggak ada. Nah, teman-teman saya suka banget kalau misalnya ke Jakarta itu ngurusin visa apapun, mereka suka naik Grab itu yang motor. Katanya menyenangkan.
Oke, baik. Terima kasih buat ketiga pembicara yang sudah menjawab seluruh pertanyaan dari moderator. Dan mudah-mudahan saya berharap supaya bisa ketemu secara langsung saya dengan ketiga pembicara.
Okay, so thanks to all of you guys, Sarah, Ian, and Simon, who already answered the questions and share your insights and about Indonesia. And yeah, maybe Caris someday hopefully wants to can meet you guys in person.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, okay. Okay. So Caris, mungkin ada pertanyaan dari peserta?
Oke, baik. Saya akan memberi kesempatan buat para peserta untuk memberikan pertanyaan. Adakah yang mau menanyakan langsung kepada ketiga pembicara?
Okay, well, so now we are going to have the questions from the participants. So if you guys have any questions, please just write down on the comment box below.
Atau mungkin bisa langsung menanyakan dengan cara membuka suara atau menghidupkan kamera. Saya persilakan buat para peserta.
Okay, or maybe you can also turn on the microphone to ask directly to the amazing speakers here. Okay. Mungkin ada teman-teman yang mau bertanya? Okay, Bob ya.
I'm Bobby, and I want to ask you, everything that you explain us is about the good things of Indonesia, but I haven't heard that you tell us about the things that you don't like. I'm sure you have something that you don't like. Can you please tell us?
Maybe we can start from Simon. What are the things you don't like from Indonesia, about Indonesia?
Okay, not that I don't like, the only thing that I was shocked about, and Amel knows this, I was just very shocked because it's very uncommon. in Denmark, it would never happen, never ever be allowed to eat a dog. But like in Indonesia, it's like somehow normal. So for me, it's not that I don't like it, but I was just like, wow, this would never happen here, you know. So for me, it was a shock. It was a shock. Yeah, maybe that's the only part. And I saw some videos on YouTube. Some people, they had a dog I think it was in North Sulawesi. They had a dog, and then their neighbors, they have stole their dog and cooked it to eat it. This is what I can think that I didn't like too much. But other than that, I think, yeah, great.
Oke, jadi semuanya nggak ada masalah. Mungkin hanya ada satu di beberapa bagian di Indonesia, di beberapa budaya di Indonesia yang membuat Simon waktu itu terkejut juga karena memang ada beberapa di Indonesia ini ya, apa namanya, eat dog ya. Jadi eat dog, jadi itu salah satu yang membuat dia wow. sebenarnya dia bukan nggak suka, cuman menurut dia unik aja, karena di Denmark orang nggak akan pernah membiarkan hal itu terjadi. Begitu. Dan Indonesia, khususnya di daerah Sulawesi Utara, di situ katanya dia pernah nonton video di YouTube dan dia lihat, oh ada tetangga dan tetangganya yang lain mereka masak dog gitu, masak anjing, dan mereka makan bareng-bareng, dan menurut dia itu wow, menurut dia unik aja. Oke. Well.
Oke, baik, terima kasih buat Kak Bob yang sudah bertanya. Apakah ada lagi yang pengen bertanya secara langsung?
Can I try ask a question?
Oke, silakan.
Okay, my name is Fajar and I'm from Bali. Maybe this is the common question. Have you ever thought that Indonesia inside of Bali? Because I think some foreigners think that Indonesia is inside of Bali, and if so, why? Could you tell me the reason? And the last one is, what is the most unique things that you ever found in Indonesia? Thank you.
I have met some people. Oh, sorry. I'm jumping in. I have met some people in New Zealand and Australia who say very confidently, no, I've never been to Indonesia, but yes, I've been to Bali. So
Okay.
So it happens. Yeah, I think because a lot of people in Australia go to Bali as soon as they finish school. Like the minute they're finished school, they take a trip to Bali, and then 5 years later, all they remember is, I went to Bali for a few weeks, you know?
Oke, jadi waktu itu dia pernah tanya salah satu beberapa teman-temannya. Jadi pernah ada orang dia tanya, udah pernah ke Indonesia? Katanya belum pernah. Tapi saya pernah ke Bali. Jadi memang itu hal yang lumayan common juga. Mungkin di New Zealand orang-orang berpikir Bali itu bukan bagian dari Indonesia. Karena tadi dia tanya ke temannya, ternyata dia bilang saya belum pernah ke Indonesia tapi udah pernah ke Bali. Gitu. Oke, dan mungkin di New Zealand juga mungkin orang setelah sekolah begitu, setelah kelar sekolah mereka akan ambil trip buat jalan-jalan ke Bali biasanya. Dan setelah beberapa tahun kemudian dia akan bilang, oh saya sudah pernah ke Bali. Tapi dia nggak bilang ke Indonesia, gitu. Oke.
Oke, terima kasih buat Kak Fajar yang sudah bertanya. Apakah ada lagi yang mau bertanya langsung?
So I want to ask two questions. Can I?
Oke, boleh,
Yes.
silakan Kak Amanda.
So greetings everyone. My name is Amanda Safira. I come from Surabaya, and I want to asking about two questions that probably give me insight about my planning to living abroad. And so, in your opinion, what was the hardest part about moving abroad? And I mean, and how to respond to different cultures between my country and my planning country to go. And as you said that you ever come to Indonesia. Thank you.
Okay.
So the question
Well,
was,
Ian will answer.
the question was the biggest challenges moving abroad, right?
Yes, the biggest challenges moving abroad.
For me, it's very simple. Just not be with family was hard. This is the only thing. Only thing hard about it was not being with my family. Other than that, nothing.
Okay, mungkin Sarah, what about you? What are the challenge, the biggest challenges thing that you might face when you move abroad?
For me, the hardest thing was the language. I was really afraid to offend someone without knowing that I was doing it or something like this. Like if they couldn't understand me properly or I couldn't express myself. I think that was my hardest, my hardest moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
I teach a group of Indonesians who have moved here to Wellington, and they were shocked when they heard New Zealanders speaking. So they were like, "Oh my God, so fast! I can't understand anything." So yeah, try watch a lot of movies or YouTube from the area that you're going to. I think that will help.
Oke, jadi masalah terbesarnya dari ketiga pemateri lebih ke bahasa juga. Jadi kemanapun kita pergi, try to mencoba untuk memahami bahasanya, karena itu menjadi pintu utama untuk bisa bersosialisasi dan juga bisa hidup di tempat yang baru. Oke. Wow.
Ada lagi yang mau bertanya secara langsung? Karena masih membuka pertanyaan secara langsung. Oke. Kalau masih belum ada yang mau bertanya secara langsung, saya akan membaca melalui kolom komentar. Dan mungkin buat pemateri sendiri, sebentar.
Okay, so now Karis is going to read the questions from the comment box.
Boleh dibacain nggak, Kak?
Oke. Nggak kelihatan ya Karis yang mana nih?
Iya. Oke, sebentar. Oke.
Bisa di.
Ini ada pertanyaan dari Kak Eksanti. What culture shock do you feel when in Indonesia? Mungkin bisa dijawab oleh ketiga pembicara.
Maybe Sarah.
Okay.
The culture shock.
For me, one of the most shocking things, as Simon, I think it's when I woke up and Amel was giving me dog for breakfast. That was really shocking for me. Like, I didn't expect it. So I wasn't prepared in the early morning to do that. So I think that was also like really shocking. And for me, like how good they integrate the different religions in the Indonesian culture, I think it was also surprising me.
Oke. Jadi yang paling buat dia culture shock waktu itu ketika di Toraja, dia nggak mengira ketika dia bangun pagi udah ditawarin sarapan, semuanya udah siap begitu, dan dia menurut dia wah kaget aja begitu. Oke. Okay, and maybe what about you, Simon? The culture shock.
I don't know. I'm really hard to shock. No, I don't know. Everything, like I did some research, and like I think the biggest culture shock I found was actually that people are very similar. Like it doesn't matter like where you're from. We might think that, oh, he's from Indonesia, oh, he's from Denmark, she's from Spain, New Zealand, but like in the end, we're all human beings, and there might be some small differences, but I really think that that humans are very much alike once you get that frame of mind.
Okay.
So my shock might be that there was no big shock.
Oke, menurut Simon nggak ada yang menurut dia kaget waktu dia ini di kenalan dengan orang Indonesia dan berteman. Jadi karena menurut dia orang Indonesia sangat cukup terbuka juga untuk berteman, jadi ya nggak terlalu banyak masalah. Okay, and what about you, Ian?
Biggest shock. I think the biggest shock was when, I think I already talked about it, but when a stranger first asked me, "Where are you going?" as I was just walking along the street, and I think, or when someone, as Sarah said, when someone puts a baby in your arms, and you don't know, like, where did this baby come from? What am I supposed to do with it? It was very, very surprising, because in New Zealand, everyone is very, very careful with their babies. Like, you don't just go give your baby to a strange man with a mustache. It's not a good thing to do. So that was very strange for me.
Oke, so dari Ian ada dua hal yang membuat dia kaget. Misalnya kalau kita lagi jalan begitu dan ada yang tanya, mau kemana? Menurut dia itu sangat strange ya, sangat nggak biasa menurut dia, jadi dia kaget. Terus yang kedua, ketika ada anak kecil, ibu-ibu mungkin ngasih dia anak kecil dan ini gendong aja anaknya gitu kan. Kalau di negara mereka nggak akan mungkin terjadi karena orang tua akan sangat menjaga anak bayinya. Dan di Indonesia dia dapat itu experience itu beberapa kali. Jadi menurut dia dua hal ini merupakan shock yang paling besar menurut dia. Oke, thanks Ian. Oke,
Can I add
anything else?
something?
Oke.
Sarah wants to
Oh,
add
yes.
something.
Okay. So also something that surprised me was that at least in Toraya, I don't know about the other parts, but they were keeping the bodies when someone died for 1 year or 2 years. That was really surprising because in Spain, like, and I think in many other countries in Europe, like you try to do it as fast as you can. So you like all those days, like when you are really sad and really like having the bad moment, you are arranging everything to just go through that and really quick. So it was really surprising how they took 1 year or 2 years to do all the funeral.
Oke, jadi saya waktu itu juga kaget ketika ke Toraja. Jadi banyak memang di Toraja salah satu budayanya ketika ada orang meninggal, memang nggak langsung dikubur. Memang ada budaya untuk menyimpan 1, 2, 3, 4 tahun di rumah yang meninggal, dan itu hal yang biasa. Dan of course itu merupakan hal yang membuat dia kaget waktu dia ke Toraja. Karena dia lihat banyak sekali mayat-mayat yang disimpan beberapa tahun sebelum akhirnya dimakamkan. Oke, thank you Sarah.
Oke, terima kasih. Ini saya akan baca lagi untuk pertanyaan untuk ketiga pembicara. Mungkin ada nggak lagu kesukaan dari ketiga pembicara untuk jenis lagu yang ada di Indonesia? Mungkin pop atau dangdut?
Okay, so the next one, do you guys have a favorite Indonesian song? Something like that? Or maybe Ian, I think you
Sayang by Via Valen.
Okay. When
I love
was the
dangdut.
first time you heard the song? When was the first time? When was the first time you heard the song?
That was at a work karaoke. And my workmates were trying to teach me how to speak Javanese, like Bahasa Jawa, and like I thought it would be similar to Bahasa Indonesia, and I'm like, I got no idea what's going on. And so I tried to learn by listening to the song. So the words like Tresnoku and all the Javanese lyrics. Yeah.
Oke. Jadi Ian suka lagu Via Valen yang judulnya Sayang. Dia pernah nyanyi waktu ke Pare. Dia pernah nyanyi lagu itu full dalam bahasa Jawa dan perfect dan sangat bagus ya. Oke. Maybe Simon, I think.
I don't know any, but I'm a fan. I can listen to all kinds of music, so it doesn't matter where it's from. But I haven't researched much Indonesian music yet. Maybe next time
have
around.
To listen to.
Give me some good links, and I will listen to him.
Oh yeah, I'll drop one in the chat. Why not? Let's do this.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Ian will do that. Okay. Well, and what about you, Sarah? Any favorite Indonesian song?
Yes, I really like one, but I don't remember the name. But I remember that you were playing it in your car, and all your cousins, they were singing it. And then I realized that I was singing it as well because there is a version of that in Spanish. So we version Indonesian music.
Oh. Yes, I forgot. Okay, the song. Yes, jadi Sarah juga ada satu lagu yang waktu itu lagi di jalan dengar, dan kebetulan lagu itu ada dalam bahasa Spanyol juga. Jadi dia suka juga lagu itu. Oke. Wow, mungkin ada lagi.
Got the link.
Yeah.
Oke, mungkin ini ada yang mau bertanya secara langsung melalui ketiga pembicara. Oke, dipersilakan Kak.
Hello, my name is Ray. So I want to ask the question for you two guys. Yeah, maybe it's common. Did you guys ever shock like, damn, why here has a different temperature than mine? Because we're both have a different geographic situation, in Europe or maybe in America, you guys had a winter, summer, autumn, and spring, but we did not. Just 2 seasons, rainy season and dry season. How you guys experience to get used with the temperature here?
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah. Surabaya is like, I think it's like 35 degrees is a normal temperature in Surabaya. And so for me, I was so hot, and because I had to wear a collared shirt and like long sleeves. And then when you go inside, there's the air conditioning. I found that like trying to do exercise in the morning, that really helps. Like that helped me get used to the temperature. I think if I wasn't doing any exercise, I wouldn't get used to it so quickly. And when you are a foreigner in Indonesia, you want to just wear a singlet and just find the nearest air-conditioned room and find a nice cold beer. But if you keep on doing that, your body never gets used to the temperature. So you have to try and get outside sometimes.
Oke, jadi untuk terbiasa di Indonesia, kita harus melakukan banyak kegiatan aktivitas di luar rumah. Jadi untuk orang-orang asing yang masuk ke Indonesia, oke, jadi teman-teman harus terbiasa dengan cuaca di Indonesia. Waktu itu pernah 35 kalau nggak salah di Surabaya. Dan ya, Ian melakukan banyak kegiatan-kegiatan olahraga, exercise di luar rumah. Dan dia sudah terbiasa dengan itu. Jadi,
Oke. Terima kasih untuk Kak Muhammad Rehan yang sudah bertanya. Mungkin untuk Kak Handayani mau langsung bertanya kepada Kak Iain. Tapi Kak, mohon maaf, bisa ngomong ke Indonesia atau bahasa Inggris, Kak? Halo, Kak Lestari Handayani.
Okay, hi Lestari Handayani. Are you going to ask a question?
Oke, kalau
maybe we
selanjutnya untuk Kak Nur Muadatu
Yes,
Nikma.
thank you.
Oke, silakan Kak.
Hello. Okay, hello, Miss Amel.
Oh, hi, that's my student. Okay.
I don't know who talks about the transportation, but I'm really curious that one of you say that the transportation in German, right, is much more better. I am curious what is the thing that make it much more better. I am really curious. Can you tell me a little bit about transportation there?
You mean public transportation?
Yes, you said before that the Indonesian transportation, especially in a big city like Jakarta, is we have a traffic jam everywhere, right? And Germany is much more better. I'm really curious because I cannot go there. Can you tell me a little bit about the transportation there?
So if you're in Germany or in Denmark or like mainly any Western big city, it's very structured traffic.
Oh,
that means you all drive in lines and you all follow like you follow the guidelines, the rules. Whereas in bigger cities, like very big cities, it's very busy. Like maybe Jakarta, it's very busy, and like when you're driving, there might just come like a scooter from each side, like boom, 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 boom.
I see.
This wouldn't happen the same way here. People would like stick in line, and maybe they have like a space made just for this is where scooters and bikes are allowed to drive, and here we have cars. Here there's a light, and it's very structured. We have many lights and signs and stop signs, and you can do this here, you can't do this here. And the bonus is we have speed controllers. So we have like cameras that the police they put like on the side of the road, and when you drive too fast, it takes a picture of your car, and if you drive too fast, you will pay a big ticket. And it's not fun.
Thank you.
Oke, jadi di Denmark perbedaannya adalah di sana ada alat yang dipasang untuk memantau para pengemudi. Jadi kalau misal terlalu cepat, nanti akan difoto DN plat kendaraannya dan akan nanti mungkin akan bayar denda begitu. Jadi itu salah satu yang paling berbeda dengan transportasi yang ada di Indonesia.
Mungkin kita bisa coba.
Tapi di sana memang banyak sekali. Iya, trafiknya juga sangat buruk ya teman-teman, bukan hanya di Jakarta, bahkan lebih buruk lagi dari yang di Jakarta. Jadi banyak sekali kendaraan yang ada juga. Oke. Ada lagi mungkin?
One more, Miss.
Oh yes, one more question. Okay.
Can you, or maybe for Simon, or can you speak in Java? Can you speak Japanese language?
Unfortunately not. I haven't learned. Maybe Ian is the right guy for the job.
Bahasa Jawa.
No.
Nggih.
I also cannot, but one of my neighbors, she's from Germany. If you want, I can call her.
But do you want to hear German or Java?
Oh, I understand.
Java.
No. German I can.
I know opo kowe krungu cerita atiku mengharap engkau kembali.
That was the song lyric.
Yeah, but that's all I know. Sorry, maaf.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe just a little bit of the song, the part of the song.
No.
I think people know that Japanese skill.
Your Japanese needs more practice.
Okay. Jadi tadi dari salah satu lirik lagu Via Valen. Oke. Thank you. Oke, ada lagi teman-teman? Is there any question?
Halo Kak. Boleh tanya Kak?
Oke.
Andy.
Oke, kok kamera aja. Hello, my name is Seri and I'm from Medan. I just want to ask because my is go to New Zealand or go to Spain, but I go Denmark myself. And when I do comparison place between Indonesia, I don't say Indonesia bad, but I compare the vacation in Indonesia and other country, I think vacation place in other country is the more high dinner or the more I would say I want to go today. Okay, so I want to ask is can three of you honest between the vacation place in your own country and the vacation place in Indonesia, don't compare Bali because it would Raja or other how can I say that? Is there anyone understand? Maybe
similar places.
Sorry.
Did you mean similar places or in our country and in Indonesia or?
Yeah.
Comparison?
The comparison, three vacation place comparison and Indonesian vacation place.
Oh,
Okay.
I can start maybe if you have been to an Indonesian beach, let's say an Indonesian beach, Danish beaches will just be it will be nothing. It will you don't even want to watch it. It's not special. It's if you see an Indonesian landscape, like Danish landscape is not really gonna do anything for you. I'm sorry. Maybe we have some fields. We have very good agricultural country, but other than that, there's no big excitement in Denmark for Indonesians, I think. For landscape wise, maybe building infrastructures that might be it's a bit different. It might be fun to watch, but yeah.
You know what though? One thing that Europe has is a lot of history that other countries just don't have. So when I went to Europe for the first time and I saw buildings from the medieval era, I was kind of just absolutely blown away by how, by the history of it all. Because here in New Zealand, we don't have any buildings that are older than like 100 years. So that's very interesting to see in Denmark.
History-wise, Europe they can offer. Also in Spain, they have like beautiful old buildings, like in Granada and like places like this. This amazing cities, History-wise, maybe there is a bit.
I just want to be positive about Denmark. I've never been, but I'm sure it's better than how you're describing it.
Yeah, but just like when you've been to the beach, like nature-wise, it's not much to fuss about, to be honest. But other than that, we have some good places, good agriculture, good nice old buildings, and windmills. If you like windmills, Denmark is a good place.
Windmills.
Yeah.
Oke. Jadi selain dari untuk masalah pantai dan juga pemandangan yang ada di Denmark, mungkin masih bagusan Indonesia katanya, tapi untuk masalah pertanian dan beberapa tempat wisata lain mungkin ada juga yang lumayan bagus katanya. Tapi kalau dalam hal tempat wisata Indonesia masih oke, yang paling oke katanya. Oke. Thank you, Simon.
You're welcome.
Okay. Is there any question again?
Hello. Can I ask question again? Hello. Can I ask question?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. This question may be for Sarah, and I would like to ask you about: have you ever seen the strong women of Indonesia who carry the heavy thing and then put it on the head? If so, what do you think about it? And will you do it? Will you try to do it? Thank you.
Okay, so actually, I saw photos about that happening in Spain a few years ago. Well, a lot of years ago, and I never experienced it in Indonesia. I didn't saw that, but I saw it like that it was happening in Spain long time ago, and I tried once, and I'm not good for that because like it's either too heavy and is everything falling from there. So I don't know how these people how they can do that. For me, it's impossible to do, and they are really, really strong. Like for me, it's already hard to have it in my arms, and then they can do it in the hair. It's really, it's really shocking for me.
Okay. All right. And what about you, Ian?
Have I ever carried anything on my head? No. So, I don't know what it's like.
You have never tried?
Never. I always put it in my backpack.
Okay, but we do have a lot in Indonesia. So especially in Toraja, I think Sarah have seen that a lot in Toraja.
I don't really remember seeing people.
Okay, you don't remember. Okay.
But maybe yes, I saw, but I don't really remember it.
Okay.
Oh, actually, in Bali, I saw a lot of women carrying like bricks and stuff on their heads, and that was quite impressive.
Yes.
Yes, we do the same in Toraja actually. Okay. All right. Okay. Any other question?
Kita akan membuka pertanyaan 2 lagi untuk para peserta karena durasi kita sudah mau habis sebentar lagi. Apakah ada lagi yang bertanya untuk 2 orang? Langsung saja bertanya.
Before. Okay. Oke, mungkin Karis bisa baca? Udah.
Aduh. Oke, sebentar saya akan baca.
Oh, ini ada. Oke. So di sini dari the questions from Hairun. So tell me the nature of Indonesian people that you may not like or maybe you have a bad impression about being in Indonesia? So maybe from Simon.
You know, it's not that I don't like it. Actually, I think it's very good, and I can learn a lot from this in many ways. But it was very different to me, because I think in Indonesia, or at least in Malaysia, I know there is a culture that you don't say things necessarily direct. Like if there is an issue or there is something, you might not go like straight to the source and say, hey, this is what's wrong, or this is an issue. They might just like talk their way around it. Whereas like in Denmark, people they are very straightforward. Meaning like if they don't like you, or if you're at a workplace and something happens, they will like tell you directly what the issue is. Whereas my impression of Malaysia was it goes behind the scenes. There happens like a lot behind the scenes, like in these situations. Where I come from a very straightforward culture, where you will just like grab the bull by the horns, as we say, and you will just like tell it directly. Yeah. So
yeah.
So this, but it's not a bad thing, you know. Sometimes it's actually better to do it in this way. It's a more polite way. It's a more polite gesture. So I won't say it's bad, but it's different. That was my only impression, and I had to get used to that.
Oke, jadi dari Simon sendiri adalah mungkin yang impression yang kurang ini dari dia adalah ketika ada masalah atau apapun, orang Indonesia katanya nggak langsung bilang begitu kalau ada masalah, mereka lebih memilih untuk diam-diam aja atau bicaranya nantian. Jadi menurut dia kalau orang di sana nggak akan melakukan itu, kalau ada masalah langsung bilang aja to the point dan langsung diselesaikan masalahnya. Tapi menurut dia itu bukan hal yang buruk, tapi di beberapa kasus mungkin dalam sehari-hari mungkin itu hal yang baik juga untuk dilakukan. Okay, and what about you, Ian?
I'm not sure how much I should say this, but like in New Zealand we talk about politics and religion very freely, and in Indonesia, if you talk about politics and religion, you are in big trouble. So yeah, I didn't like the fact that I couldn't, you know, speak about those kind of things and have those discussions as easily as I could back home. Yeah.
Oke, jadi kalau di Indonesia, kalau dari Ian sendiri adalah kalau di Indonesia kita bicara politik dan agama adalah hal yang sensitif dan nggak bebas dibicarakan. Jadi beda sekali kalau di New Zealand, orang-orang bisa berbicara politik dan agama itu dengan bebas, nggak ada masalah. Tapi kalau di Indonesia kita bicara politik dan agama di tempat yang dimanapun, kita akan itu akan jadi masalah besar untuk kita, gitu kan? Okay, well, thank you, Ian. And the last one, mungkin maybe from you, Sarah.
Can I?
Oke, nanti untuk para peserta sebentar untuk Kak Sarah bisa menjawab.
Okay, Sarah, what about you?
So actually, I think I didn't spend so much time to have something that I really dislike. Like my experience was really nice, and like I was only with Amel's family most of the time, so I didn't have really bad experience. The only thing I didn't like was the road. The road was a bit broken, so drive there I think it's really complicated. That's the only thing I can say that I didn't really like.
Oke, kalau dari Sarah sendiri nggak ada masalah waktu itu, mungkin karena disambut keluarga dengan baik juga. Mungkin karena di Toraja waktu itu karena di daerah pegunungan, jadi memang jalannya sangat jelek sekali teman-teman. Jadi itu aja paling yang dia kaget aja gitu, jalannya jelek sekali karena harus kemana-mana jalannya rusak. Jadi itu aja kalau tentang orangnya nggak ada masalah. Oke.
Yeah. Oh, can I just say something too? Sorry, it's like because I said something negative, but I want to say that there's a lot to really like about Indonesia. You know, I think that people in Indonesia make friends much faster, and it's so much easier to find yourself talking to strangers and talking to new people in Indonesia. And you know, over here in New Zealand, everyone already has like a really close knit group of friends, and it's hard to get into a new social circle. Whereas in Indonesia, I was immediately welcomed in, and I felt so happy, you know. So I just want to say something positive, you know.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Jadi kalau menurut Ian, di Indonesia gampang sekali kalau kita mau berteman dengan siapapun, sangat mudah, dan orang Indonesia sangat welcome untuk itu. Jadi nggak ada masalah kalau untuk berteman. Orang Indonesia lebih mudah katanya diajak untuk berteman juga. Itu hal yang paling positif dari orang Indonesia katanya. Okay, well, thank you. Silakan Karis, mungkin ada lagi. Okay, hello Karis. Okay. Well, another one last question. Mungkin ada pertanyaan terakhir dari teman-teman. Disilakan.
Can I?
Okay, Marisa.
Oh, yeah.
My name is Marisa. I am from Papua. I want to ask something. Have you ever thought or imagined what Papua is like?
Yes, I really want to go. I want to go to Papua so much. I've looked up the mountains in Papua, and I'd love to go see snow in Indonesia. The idea of seeing snow in Indonesia is kind of mind-blowing. Yeah. So yes, and I have met some really, really lovely people from Papua in Indonesia, and yeah, and there's a lot of things that are maybe like, again, sorry about bringing politics, but like a lot of maybe like the news from Papua in New Zealand is very, very different to the news you hear about Papua in Indonesia. And so I would be interested to meet people and see for myself what things are actually like. Yeah.
Okay. Jadi ya dia pengen juga ke Papua satu saat, dan sejauh ini dia punya beberapa teman juga orang Papua, karena waktu itu dia ke Makassar ada beasiswa dari pemuda-pemuda di Indonesia juga, dan di situ dia punya teman-teman di sana. Dan ya kalau bicara soal berita politik katanya agak berbeda apa yang disiar di New Zealand. Jadi makanya dia pengen cari tahu dan pengen tahu secara langsung sebenarnya gimana berita-berita yang selama ini mungkin beredar di luar sana. Oke, thank you. Oke,
sudah cukup. Oke, sudah cukup Kak Marisa.
Iya.
Oke.
Udah.
Oke, terima kasih buat para peserta yang sudah memberikan pertanyaan, dan mohon maaf mungkin kita tutup sekarang karena durasinya juga udah mau habis. Oke, baik, saya akan tutup. Terima kasih buat Kak Sarah, Kak Iain, Kak Simon. Mohon maaf bila ada kekurangan selama acara.
Okay, thank you so much for joining this webinar with us, and we are so happy to have you guys in this webinar. And yeah, we are sorry for any inconveniences happened during the webinar. Yeah, we would like to have you guys again maybe in the future. Okay.
Anytime.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oke, Haro, Karis, silakan. Mungkin mau foto dulu.
Oke.
Karis.
Ya, mohon maaf tadi karena ada kendala sinyal. Dan boleh untuk ketika pembicara untuk mungkin menuliskan Instagramnya supaya para peserta bisa langsung menanyakan ketika acara ini selesai. Apakah boleh?
Okay, would you guys mind if you write down your Instagram account? So maybe some participants here would like to ask you some questions about this kind of topic of our webinar. So if you don't mind, guys, of giving your Instagram account, you can just write down in the comment box below.
I'm taking my yearly Instagram break. I'm on Insta break.
I do come.
Insta break, okay.
So I need to write it down there in the chat.
Yes, in the comment.
I've actually, while I was in lockdown, I actually made a few YouTube videos about Indonesia. So can I like do some shameless self-promotion? Yeah, okay.
Of course, do it. Don't even ask.
Okay,
all right, yeah. So here's my YouTube channel.
We will check it out.
Okay, thank you.
Oke, teman-teman juga bisa ini ya di channelnya Ian. Dia juga banyak bicara soal Indonesia dan bahasa budayanya. Teman-teman cari tahu lebih lanjut, bisa kontak Ian dan bisa juga di subscribe di channel YouTube-nya Ian. Oke. Dan itu Instagramnya. Oke, mungkin guys mau foto dulu?
Oke, untuk para peserta boleh menghidupkan kameranya. Kita akan memulai sesi foto dan juga akan teman-teman juga jangan lupa untuk men-screenshot untuk bukti list absensi.
Okay, and the last we are going to take a picture together. Okay, so everyone, could you please on cam? Okay, nyalakan ininya ya. Okay, kameranya. Okay, and that's your.
Buat teman-teman bisa langsung menghidupkan kamera. Apakah suara saya jelas kedengar dari sini?
Yes, kedengaran.
Oke, kita mulai sesi fotonya sama-sama. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Oke, 2 kali lagi. 1, 2, 3. Oke, terakhir. 1, 2, 3.
Last one.
Oke, Kak Amel boleh tutup, Kak. Oke, sudah. Oke, Kak, boleh tutup, Kak.
Wow, I think that was the end of the session. So thank you so much for joining this webinar with us. Thank you so much to Ian, Sarah, and Simon. So I hope you guys are doing great there in your country, and hopefully the coronavirus is over soon. So maybe we can meet in person again. Okay. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you all. Amel, good to see you.
And
Ian,
come
Sarah,
to
good to see you
Indonesia.
again. God bless you all. Thanks for having
Nice to meet
us.
you guys. Good to see you, Simon. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Terima
Well,
kasih
thank you so
semuanya.
much. See you again.